look at it. She's waiting for me. I step on over and I climb on up. Turn that key, get her all fired up. And look at her features, she ain't fooling me. I think my mower's sexy. She likes it when I turn her on. Always waiting on me just to mow my lawn. Well, I like her suspension and the ride that she gives me. She has plenty of power and some to spare. Just look at them tires, reminds me of a little W. I think my mower's sexy. She likes it when I turn her on. Always waiting on me just to mow my lawn. Well, we do it in the morning, noon and night. She always performs for me. I think my mower's sexy. She likes it when I turn her on. Always waiting on me just to mow my lawn. And her deck's made from 4-inch steel, 61 inches, cutting she will. Turns on a dime every time. Her Kawasaki engine's one of the best in the industry. Think my mower's sexy. She likes it when I turn her on. Always waiting on me just to mow my lawn.
Well, good morning, guys. Welcome back to Papaw's place. As always, if this is your first time here, thanks for dropping in. Feel free to drop in anytime, my friend. Guys, today I just married my new bride right here. This here is a 2024 Bad Boy Rogue 61-inch cutting deck on her with the Kawasaki FX1000V-EFI, which stands for electronic fuel injection. All I can say is this is one beauty, and we're going to take a closer look at some of her features, some of the details that made me choose to go with the Rogue. Now, if you ain't been watching my channel and don't know nothing about me, I do yard service work, but most of my yard service is big projects like equipment yards, 10-acre camp yards. I mow big stuff. I don't just mow small yards. And I wanted something a little bigger than what I had. And I just fell in love with the Bad Boy Rogue here. A lot of the features it got, which one of the things I was wanting with the biggest gas-powered engine I could get. And Kawasaki is known to being one of the best in the industry. Also, the pump system on it. I might well just get y'all over here and show you. But there's y'all a good shot of the Kawasaki FX1000 from the back. And boy, look at the stance on this machine. She's wide, she's broad, she got the shapes and the curves in all the right spots, if you ask me. But back over here, I love some of these features here. Just simple things I love is how to raise the seat up. They got a bar all the way across, no matter what side you own. And you ain't trying to push down on it and pull the seat up at one time. You just grab the handle and pull up and lift the seat up. Then you got easy access to some of your pulleys, your belts, your hydro filters, which is another feature I love. It's got 2 different reservoir tanks, 2 different pumps, 2 different filters. So where some of them has combine pumps, reservoirs. They may have a filter on each side, but if one of them goes bad and gets metal shavings in it, it's going to pump the fuel into that single reservoir and get it into the good side. So I like this. Also, you got your pumps, dual pumps setting up here. Then lines going to your motors. Now, I may be wrong here, but I think the pump's is 16 cc and the wheel motors is 18 cc, which is some of the biggest in the industry. Here's where your park brake. It's got dual fuel tanks, but one gauge. I don't know how they got that hooked up, but one gauge tells you how much gas you got in both tanks. Here's your on and off. It ain't a split tank. That's just your gas on and off. It's sucking gas out of both tanks at one time, and I like that. Now, while I got this up right down under the bottom, it comes with a striper on it. They call that a striping kit. Well, for me, I will be removing that. I'm not into trying to stripe no yards. I don't think nobody cares about striping yards that I mow. But these double D's she's got hanging on her, yeah, 26 by 12 by 12. And what I like about them, they got what I call like mud lugs on the truck, where your lugs stick out the side. Clean out lugs here. So it ought to really grip better than some of the other ones in the industry. As far as the deck goes, some of the heaviest in the industry, guys, made out of 1/4-inch steel. Now, I will tell you, that makes a difference when you're using your foot lift over raising that deck up and down, because you're going to feel the weight of that 1/4-inch steel. But that's all right. To lift the floorboard up to get access if you need to change belts, you just are going to undo your foot pedal right here. This is where you lift your deck up and down. And it's got adjustment holes in it in case you're long-legged, medium-legged, short-legged. You remove that, and then you can lift this floor plate up, and it's a heavy-duty one too. Then you got access to your pulleys, change your belts. To grease it, it's got grease zerks. I think it's got, what on here, 6. It's got 2 up here on your lift. I'm going to get back under the bottom right here, guys, so you can see the grease zerks. That's where it pivots when you're lifting the deck up and down. So it's got 2 on each side. Your next grease zerks is right back here. You got 2. This is on your handles, where your handles is pivoting back and forth. You got 2 grease zerks right here. Then up under the bottom here, this is your belt tensioner for your drive belt. You got a grease zerk right here where it pivots, which you may can get to from up under the seat. But while I'm under here, this is one of the things I think I'm going to love about this Rogue. It's the suspension on the rear back here. It's kind of like the suspension on UTVs and such. And I think that's going to make a lot of difference on the ride and the grip when you're going on uneven grounds and hills and such. That was a big attention grabber to me. Another thing that I really loved about these is they still come with the key ignition. Of course, it's fuel injection. It don't have a choke. It's got your throttle, your PTO, it's got an oil light, your hour gauge, then it's got USB ports there in case you want to charge your phone or anything. Now, I don't like some of them nowadays that's got them keyless keypad, the electronic. It's just something that goes wrong, and I don't like it. And I really love this about the Rogue, or the Bad Boys, not just the Rogue. Another great feature I got, like, guys, is the front end. How heavy duty cast iron that is. Now I can't show you, but it's big bolts right behind here that pivots the front end. Then you got these big heavy duty rubber, and that's gonna make your suspension, when it's doing that, smoother, vibration, bumps and stuff. I mean, that's some heavy duty stuff, like what's on a tractor. Big old scalp wheels. Them ain't just thin plastic. Them are made of heavy duty material. Now, a lot of people don't like it. These are flatless front tires. Basically solid rubber tires. Now, yes, a air tire would give you a little smoother ride. But when you commercial mowing and mowing in stuff like I'm mowing in, I like that, because that's two tires I ain't got to worry about going flat. And that is heavy duty thick. I won't never wear them out. Guys, look at the cast iron, how thick that is. Y'all realize how thick that is? I mean, that's over an inch thick cast iron. Heavy duty. This ain't no light built machine. While I'm looking at the front here, it's got adjusters here that you can reach down and just twist. If one of your handles is like your left's trying to speed up faster than your right, you just give it a little twist and adjust it. Keep it in sync. There's your lock up that locks your deck up for travel. Comes with a seat belt on it. A weight adjustable seat here that you adjust your weight, and it's kind of like an air ride. It ain't really an air seat, but it's, I don't know how to explain that. Spring loaded or something or other. I'll try to attach a close-up picture here in the video. But raising your deck up and down, you got your deck twist knob right here. Now on a lot of mowers, then you grab you where I was showing you your deck lock, push down on it and unlock it. Then you can let it down to whatever depth you want to cut. Now on some mowers, this has been an issue in rough terrain, and it would bounce and let your deck fall. But now I ain't heard nothing that bad about the bad boys doing that, but I will be doing more videos on this mower and give y'all updates as I'm using it. Actually, there are going to be several videos coming up on this mower. Now, this ain't nothing special, but it does have a good heavy duty rubber chute guard. But mine will be coming off. Y'all will be seeing a video coming up of me installing the quick chute on this mower here. But you got your little guards here you can take off. And ain't nothing to these. This is one thing that I will say, I feel they underbuilt. This is kind of thin plastic right there. They could have made them out of, me personally, I think they could have made these out of some little metal or something. Or either some heavy duty plastic. So this is the only thing that I've seen so far that I really don't like. So Bad Boy, if any of y'all people that works at Bad Boy, y'all could put just a little bit more into that. At least make them out of some thick plastic or either some thin metal. It has your ropes here that you can pull the pin, raise up. Now I don't mow on no hills or nothing, so mine won't never get raised up. But I do like them back here that kind of protects the back of the engine and stuff. Say you twist and there's a low hanging limb, keeps you from knocking your top off your breather here or busting your breather. So I kind of like leaving mine back there on the back. Now y'all go back and see some of my videos. Y'all see where I removed this one time off one of my mowers. So even though it was down, I went around a tree and that limb hung this. And when it hung it, of course it reared up and spun around, and when it did, it fell and another limb was right here at my neck. It could have popped my neck. So I run without that on one of my mowers I own. But I done got used to it. All the yards I mow now, I got the limbs trimmed up high enough I don't have to worry about that much. I like their heavy duty plate here they put on there. It's non-slip. I mean, I don't know what they got there. But when your boot sole hits that right there, it don't slide. It like it grabs the sole of your boot. So guys, this here's what I'm considering is kind of my opener video on this 2024 Bad Boy Rogue. As y'all seen, I just picked it up about 4 hours ago. It's sitting there on the trailer. Made my little video here. What y'all think about that little song I come up with real quick there? I just love playing around with stuff, making a little humor, make life a little easier. But this is my first video, and that's just some of the features that I loved about the Bad Boy Rogue over some other mowers I was considering. Now, I'm going to be doing videos as I move forward on using this, because it's going to go to work in the morning. I'm also going to do a video of putting the quick shoot there. I don't know if that's the proper name of it, but I'll pop up a picture right here for you. I'm going to install that. I'm going to have the handle, accessory handle. I like having the handle, but I do something different for my trash bucket than what comes for Bad Boy, and I'll show y'all that when I install it. And then I got a rear hitch for this Rogue that I'm going to be installing. And like I said, when it comes time to do the first break-in oil change, I'm going to do a video showing you how to change the oil. Now this, like again, this is on the KAWASAKI 1000 here. So if you ain't never subscribed to my channel, reach down there and hit that subscribe button. It don't cost you a thing. And I used to tell people don't watch videos that they wasn't interested in. But now I'm getting to where I ask you, you ain't got to watch it, but turn that video on while driving down the road on your phone and just throw your phone over there in the seat with the volume off and just let my videos play. And I really appreciate that, because it really does help me out big time with my YouTube channel. But guys, if you ain't ever even looked at the Bad Boy mowers, I challenge you. If you right here anywhere around Oak Grove, Louisiana, or anywhere in a reasonable driving distance, drive right up here to Oak Grove, Louisiana to Brumley Repair. They sell all the Bad Boys there, and if they ain't got what you looking at in stock and you know what you want, they can get it for you pretty quick. Nice people to do business with. Now I like trying to do my business locally in my own towns. But now if you ain't nowhere around Oak Grove, Louisiana, all you got to do is punch in that little Google search, Bad Boy dealers near you, and I promise you there's some somewhere around near you, and you ought to go check these mowers out. Or at least get online and check them out online. So if you interested in any kind of zero-turn mower, I don't care if it's just a homeowner style, just a small one, the Bad Boys make good mowers. Now I had the Bad Boy Elite with the Kawasaki. I think that was a 24 horsepower. I had that thing for what, 12, 13 years, and actually still have it. My daughter and son-in-law has it at their house, because I wanted to get me another big mower, so now I got 2 big mowers. But these are some well-made mowers, and they're made in Batesville, Arkansas, which ain't very far up the road from me. I'm right here in the northeast corner of Louisiana. But like I said, go check out Bad Boys if you're interested in a zero-turn mower. Or not just zero-turn mowers, they sell all kind of stuff now, but I can talk about the zero-turn mowers because I've owned that Elite for all them years, never had a minute's trouble out of it. Now, of course, yeah, I changed the fluids and changed the belts and changed the bearings in the deck one time, but you talking about 14 years worth of mowing. Now that was just when it was just mowing my personal yard. Now, a lot of people around here, my brother owns a Bad Boy, and a lot of my friends own the Bad Boys, and I can just stand behind these. But again, if you're around Oak Grove, Louisiana, pop in right there at Brumley's and tell Mr. Joe or Miss Chrissy that Papaw sent you. Now, if they look at you like they don't know what you mean when you say Papaw sent you, you just stomp them on the toe, and I bet that'll just give them a little brain jar, and they'll remember they'll remember who Papaw is then. Alright guys, well that's it. Like I said, if you ain't never subscribed, please reach down there and hit that subscribe button. Help support my YouTube channel. And I will be videos following this, cause I'm anxious to get out here and start getting her broke in the morning, cause I got some. First yard she's going to is about well, it's a camp yard, and I'm mowing the levee around about a 25-acre reservoir all the way around it. About 4 swipes around it, and there's some rough riding around that thing, but hey, that's where the money comes from to pay for these, so you got to do what you got to do. Now guys, I got just a little ad in here I'm going to add in this video. I done ended my video, and then I was just going to ride around my yard and kind of get used to it before I go put it to work tomorrow. But I'm finna show you a clip. I had my phone now videoing, so I was videoing with one hand and driving with just this one hand and showing you how much it'll turn just by doing that right there with my hand. To where some zero turns, you got to have both hands. You can't mow with one hand and drink something with this hand and just drive like that for a little while. That's what you get into. Yeah, it costs more. That's what you get into when you get the better pump systems, better wheel mower systems on these bigger, higher dollar mowers. Now, I know a lot of you out there looking for one for your home yard. No, you don't want something like this just for your home yard. You don't want to spend that much. But Bad Boy's got something else for you. But back to your commercial yard mowing, or where you mowing stuff that you really mow, that's well worth the price. That and that suspension I was showing you under the bottom, and these seats like this, when you sit on one of these, I got a couple of yards that I mow 6 solid hours. And when I'm saying 6 hours, I ain't talking about 6 hours of that's weed eating and nothing else. I'm talking about 6 hours of sitting in this seat on this mower without stopping. Well, I take a pee break and a snack break, but y'all know what I mean. It's 6 hours of mowing on them 2 projects each. But anyway, I'm going to show you this little clip right here of how much them wheel pump motors makes a difference. And if you're interested in mowers and you're going to go test drive some, that's something you need to consider and look at if you're into commercial mowing. drive this with one hand. At least long enough you could be drinking your cold soda drink while you mow. But guys, as always, I hope y'all have a great day, blessed week. God bless. See y'all next time.